Turning out to the forecast, you know what? All of last month has me messed up.
Yeah.
I just want it to be warm again already.
Yeah.
It's weird, like the clothes you need, you kind of like, maybe I just put them away, and like
Exactly.
it has been crazy. And, you know, this isn't that out of the ordinary.
Right.
It's really the last 2 months that made us felt like we were in April and May already. And we kind of reverted back to February here this week.
Yes, we did.
More of the same tomorrow morning, unfortunately. If you don't like the cold temperatures, we've got more ahead. In fact, out the door tomorrow, temperatures are going to be below freezing. We're going to see those temperatures probably around 29, 30 degrees. So the kids will need the jacket at the bus stop. It's certainly going to be cold in the morning. You'll have the heater on during the morning on the way in. The seat heaters, and maybe the steering wheel heaters if you got those, that kind of morning. But by the afternoon, should be a nice warm up. Now tonight, Space Station flew over Charlotte. Hope you got out there and caught it. This was the view from my backyard. This is a 25-second exposure. So typically you would see a dot there, but because it was a 25-second exposure, you can see it. It was pretty beautiful. Actually, you can see the Dragon capsule faintly behind it, which is following. That's the crew capsule, which is right behind it, not the moon, Jupiter, and Venus. But there's a close-up view. You can see it was pretty bright. Actually flew through Orion's belt on the way over as well. So pretty spectacular views tonight. Tomorrow, again, a nice turnaround. Temperatures jump up into the mid and upper 60s, so a beautiful day. That southwest wind will start warming things up quite dramatically. Now, we will have a frost or freeze tomorrow, so a freeze likely, freeze warning effect, and a couple nights above freezing. And then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday morning, those 3 days we'll have to watch carefully. It's really Monday morning I'm most concerned about because it looks like we'll be back into the upper, maybe even mid-20s, depending on the setup. The big warm-up is because high pressure, once it moves east of us tomorrow, southwest wind, that warms us up quickly ahead of the next cold front, which doesn't get here until Friday afternoon and evening. So all day Friday's not a washout. It's really Friday evening that the heaviest rain moves through, and Saturday and Sunday looking fine. They should be both dry, but it is going to be cooler. The severe weather outlook shows that storm system moving across the southern U.S. We never quite get into the warm air, so all the severe weather stays to our south. We're going to stay on the relatively cooler side of this. So as I show you the timing of this, clouds thicken up late tomorrow. By Friday morning, it's dry to start the day, probably dry through midday, but then by 3, 4 o'clock, here comes the rain. Could be a couple rumbles of thunder in there as well. As the front exits the region by, late night Friday and even into early Saturday, we should be dry by the time you wake up Saturday. So you have afternoon, morning, any kind of plan Saturday. Right now, it's looking dry. Pollen forecast shooting back up. Even with the cool temperatures, we're starting to see the high pollen blowing around, and a lot of the leaves and some of the buds actually fell off the tree yesterday and this morning because of the cold temperatures. So we'll likely see some of those trees start to repollinate again, which just stretches out the season. Now, rainfall-wise, the rain on Friday is the main culprit here in the next 5 days. Maybe some sprinkles late Friday night, Saturday morning. We'll keep that 20% before sunrise, but most areas will be dry. Now, the cool temperatures, we're going to start warming up slowly, but there's a good chance we're going to stay below average here in the next 6 to 10 days. I do think by late next week, we'll see a warm up. So this weekend, certainly a cool weekend. Temperatures only in the 50s, especially on Sunday. So very chilly for this time of year. We should be in the mid-60s. Here's your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Planning ahead for St. Patrick's Day, have an umbrella handy because it will be wet. Much colder weekend and early next week. Let's go 10 days into the future, and we could see signs of that warm up after the cold start next week. By next weekend, we could see those temperatures rebounding back into the low 70s. Spring is going to return.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, thank you, Brad.